Hey guys, I'm here just continuing this sketch in my sketchbook, but I actually want to draw kind of in this empty space because I want to draw the background separate from this just because I don't want this to distract from what I'm doing for, I guess not the background, it's going to be the midground. It'll be this bridge here, and my plan is to create this kind of decorative bridge. Originally, when I took the photo that inspired this, it was just a freeway overpass, pretty boring, but I just have this vision of it being very decorative, almost like a Gothic cathedral. I added some spires here. I might add some lights. There's a bridge in Pasadena that's really beautiful and got these really amazing lights all along it. I might add something like that, and some gargoyle type things that then transition into my foreground characters and images and figures that are coming off the bridge. So it's like they are coming out of the bridge. So that's what I'm going to be working on. But I'm just doing like a rough sketch, kind of like I don't know, it's going to be separate from what I got down here, just to kind of give me a feel for what it's going to look like. So let's get started. First, I'm just going to draw kind of a structure of it. Just getting the body of it in there, maybe a little perspective, so you'll see the underside of the bridge because it's kind of an up view, I suppose. Kind of an up view if you're looking at these people, but that could always be changed later. Just trying to get inspired by my own drawing. Like I'll draw something and get kind of get the feel for what I'm looking for here. I also have some images of some Gothic cathedrals, this kind of stuff, which will kind of put a little bit of that into this bridge. It's basically designing a bridge. Crazy. So I'm thinking 2 different spires here for each of the major columns of the bridge. I'm trying to just get like trying to put in some mass there. I'm not even sure. These might be too thick. I might narrow these up a bit. Trying to figure out where I want my shapes. I don't necessarily like everything that's going on here so far, but that's okay. probably need some, to transition from these towers to the bridge, maybe some sort of shape or connector piece here. I could kind of mirror the curve here, do a little mini tower right here maybe. Just experimenting here. And again, this all might be too detailed actually. If I want the focus to be on these people here, this might be too detailed, but it all depends, because these guys could, I mean, there's ways to drop this bridge back in space behind these figures, right? The background can still be detailed, but the way to separate it is through a smaller scale of value. Duller colors in the foreground would be brighter colors, although my plan on this one is to have them be grayish dull colors. The bridge would also kind of be in that range of colors, but maybe the contrast and the detail are less. It could still have a suggestion of detail, like it could suggest all these intricate details, but because the scale of the value, I mean, let me give you an example. So the foreground figures, here's the value scale, right? Well, I only need one. Well, yeah, I'll just draw two value scales. So you got the value scale from black, all the way to light, right? Black, black, all the way to light. So you got two different scales. The foreground with the figures will be the whole entire scale of value, while the bridge, to drop it back in space, will be more like maybe around here values, right? You might not even have all the lights. I don't know. Might be more like around here to here. But the foreground would have all range of values, because you want it to have the most detail, the most contrast, and yeah, basically that's it. And usually more saturation of color, but since the local color of these figures is going to be gray statuesque anyway, it's not going to have a high saturation of value, right? Because my plan is to flip that. My plan is to have the background more saturated because of the pink sunset that I saw behind this bridge. So the foreground, that's kind of the fun part of this planning this piece, is that I kind of want that background really pink and bright, while the bridge and these figures are going to be duller in color and more gray. So the thing that will have to separate the bridge from these figures will be the value scale and the sharp edges and contrast that the figures will have compared to the bridge. So basically, like, I mean, I could do that kind of here by just, you know, putting this all on the same value rather than having this dark to light or whatever. But that would I'll have to play around with that, right? And my bridge might not exactly have all these motifs. I'm kind of just being a little quick for time's sake, but you know, just it takes a little more time to design and think of original design motifs, so I'm just kind of copying a little bit, copying different elements of some of these Gothic pieces of these towers and such. They have like little mini towers off the edge of these things. These might be punched through, right? It could be. It's possible. Can you see the sky behind them? Give it a little dimension. You know, and then the other side would just be mirrored, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I mean, the very architectural elements contrasted with the very biomorphic shape and elements of these figures would be a nice contrast. So that might be enough contrast to kind of stand them out. So these would be kind of moved up right around this area, coming out of there. And I could play around with this too. I mean, I could do another version over here. Let's do another version. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it all, because maybe I could incorporate those value scales into what I'm doing. I might try that. Let's see. Let's move it, make these a little longer to this might end up being a dumb idea. I don't know. So that's the process of art, right? It's like constant failure. It's always failing. Always. I should say always, but I mean, like, well, even in a good drawing, you have like mini failures all along the way, for the most part. I mean, oh, this leg isn't quite in the right spot, or this over, you know, it's just, I think that's what's such a hard entry point for a lot of people for art. It's just you have to be really comfortable with like it not working out. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Like, it's not that inspiring of a shape right now. It's not really even what I was imagining. I just use these gradients to kind of become a part of it. If I can figure out some cool, like, I don't know, some cool shape up here. So you draw with the side of your pen to try to get like see some shape in there. What are we gonna do here? Maybe it's asymmetrical. This looks almost like a radio tower, like a... Sometimes when you're painting and stuff, these little happy accents happen. You can kind of follow what that is, follow what's going on there, and it inspires you for more cool shapes and cool textures. And kind of getting that right now. Some of this stuff's kind of cool. Now I don't know if it's gonna relate to this. It might be too busy too, I don't know. But this looks like a real concept arty type, like apocalyptic world's end type of structure, like a last outpost of human beings somewhere, I don't know. Not so bridge-like, I guess. Gothic style meets post-apocalyptic concept art. Oops, sorry. Something like that. That's interesting. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Originally, I had envisioned here like this kind of very stacked cube, interlocking other cubes and rectangular, you know, making up this bridge and tower with some decorative embellishments. I don't know, but maybe I could try that too. But tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.